Colby, we'll just say we're coming at you from an undisclosed location in Brazil, but obviously you didn't get to talk after the fight, so I wanted to catch up with you. Big win for you tonight. Talk about just the performance, how you felt overall in there tonight.
Yeah, I felt great in there, man. I really felt at home. I'm really coming into my own, and this is my prime right now, so I feel like I'm on top of my game, and I'm ready to take the world championship.
It ended up being a very dominant fight, but it started out a little tough. I mean, he was having some success with the left hand on the feet, cut you a little bit early. As things were going to start, I mean, did you feel a little concerned about how things were playing out?
No, I didn't feel concerned. I knew that he came out really strong and he was going to fade. I know that I have the best cardio in this division. And, I came out with a game plan to keep my hands down and make sure I beat him to the underhooks. I didn't want him to get to my legs and be able to get to the underhooks, because he has really good jiu-jitsu. So, I came out with a little bit of the wrong game plan in the beginning. I should have had my hands up, been feigning more. But, that's a learning experience, and I'm getting experience every time I'm in there. I would fight Tyron Woodley way differently.
A lot of smiles on your face during the course of the fight. What was going through your head that was bringing? I mean, sometimes it's the mask a little bit when you're frustrated, but it did seem like you were having some fun.
No, man, I was having fun, man. I like it when I'm getting hit. I like being in wars and bloody messes, and that's what I come to do, man. I'm going to start putting entertaining shows on. I'm going to fight a lot better than Tyron Woodley does. You saw his fight versus Damian Maia. That was boring, and I told you, I back up my work. I said when I fight Damian Maia, it's going to be the most exciting fight he's in, and that was a pretty dang exciting fight. If you don't like that, then you don't like anything.
It was a fun fight. You almost got the finish. Did you think in the third round, do you think maybe it should have been stopped?
Yeah, to be honest, I thought it should have been stopped. There was about 20 seconds left, and I was hitting some big shots, loading up, and the ref's like, fight back, Damian, fight back, Damian. I'm going to stop it, I'm going to stop it. And I thought he was going to stop it, so I just kind of started going with little shots, and then he kind of went to his back, man. He was a bloody mess. I felt, it's unfortunate that it didn't get stopped, but, hats off to him for surviving.
He had nothing but respect for you at the press conference. I know you get to see it, but he also said, listen, guys, I know there was a lot of tension, but to be honest with you, behind the scenes, Colby showed me a lot of respect and told me, hey, I do think that you're a legend in the game. So is that maybe, do people kind of misunderstand sometimes that yes, you got to sell a fight, you got to kind of build some tension for a fight, but that you really didn't have any problems with Damian?
Yeah, definitely. All week, man, people don't see the stuff behind the scenes. Me and Damian, we were behind the scenes after the photo shoots, after the media scrum. We're shaking hands, hey, respect, brother, much love. This is just part of the game, like people know that you just have to sell a fight and you have to promote the fight. And if I want to promote the fight by talking the talk, I'm walking the walk. So bring someone that's going to stop me from walking the walk. But at the end of the day, I have nothing but respect for Damian Maia and his career. He's a Hall of Famer.
It was so loud in the arena, I'm not going to lie. I don't even know what you said on the microphone. We couldn't hear you, but obviously the crowd reacted, and we did, see as you walked out, they kind of pelted you with beer and whatever else. I mean, I guess, first of all, did you get hit? Are you okay? And just what was that madness like for you?
Oh, man, that was unlike anything I've ever been through in my life. Beer bottles flying across my head. I got hit a couple times by a couple bottles, but the security did a good job. There was like 20 guys huddled over me, making sure my head was low. Reed Harris said he had to pull some guy out of the stands that hit me with a bottle. So, man, it was chaos, and that's what comes with my nickname. So, I enjoyed it. I had a great time out there. It was a lot of fun.
You, I guess, basically they took you right out of the arena right away. I'm assuming you not doing the post-fight press conference wasn't your call?
No, not at all. I was really looking forward to the press conference. I had my suit ready. I was going to, say some good things about Brazil, say some good things about Damian Maia, and then, focus my attention to Tyron Woodley. He's next, and there's no more running.
I guess before we talk about Tyron, let's talk about Brazil. I mean, since the fight is in the books and, everything's done, do you walk back anything you said, or do you feel like you wish maybe the whole country wasn't against you or out to get you now?
No, I don't walk back anything I said because, I don't think I said anything that offensive. Look at the stuff they're saying to me all week, John. Like the stuff in the walkout. They're saying, oh, you're a faggot. Oh, you're going to die. Oh, you're a pussy. Oh, you're this. Homophobic slurs. Like all these different like super nasty remarks. And I'm just like, where's the double standard at? They can say these things, but I say just, oh, the place is a dump and they're filthy animals just as a game, because this is a game to me. I'm just having fun with it. I'm just trying to promote and make it fun for the fans, So how am I taking criticism for that? Look at what they're saying to me. Stop having a double standard.
When you were still in the cage afterwards, you turned to me and you said, listen, I will break Tyron Woodley within 4 rounds. I want my championship fight. He has come back on Twitter, obviously, and said, some things about you already. I don't know how much of it you've gotten to see, but, what do you think about it? It looks like maybe you've gotten under his skin a little bit, and why do you think that matchup is so favorable to you?
I think it's a very favorable matchup. We've trained together, and deep down inside, he can say whatever he wants, but he knows I broke him in the gym. We were supposed to spar 5 rounds one day. Inside 3 rounds, he was done. He said, I'm done for the day. I'm too tired. I'm too gassed out. So, I know how to fight that guy. He got beat by Jake Shields in a striking fight. Come on, man. He got beat by Rory McDonald. Look how Rory fought him. Nate Marquardt. Look at the guys, how they fought him. They pressure fight him. He breaks under pressure. And I'm a 10-time better version of those guys. So I just know it's an easy matchup, and I'm looking to take my belt. I'm the king of this division. This is my division now.
The UFC did say afterwards they were a little disappointed in some of the comments they were going to investigate. I don't know if have they spoken to you yet, and kind of how do you expect that process to go?
No, they haven't spoken to me too much about it. I was talking to my manager, Dan Lambert, about it, and we were both kind of agreeing that it's not fair. Look at the NFL players that are protesting and against war veterans that have been killed in the war, and they're voicing their opinion, and there's no backlash for them, and then also, like the things they're saying to me, you will die, all these negative comments, all these mean things, and then I poke back with a little fun. I didn't see anything homophobic. I didn't say anything racist. I just said Brazil is a dump, and they're acting like animals. What's wrong with that? I don't see what's wrong with that. It's just a game. We're just having fun. Don't take it too personal. Don't take it too serious. Nothing but respect, Brazil. You
still got a lot of time left in your career, no doubt. Does this sour you on maybe fighting abroad? Do you want to be back in the States for a little while, or do you kind of like the adventure?
Oh man, I love the adventure. There's nothing like going to someone's backyard and fighting them in their backyard and having the hostile environment, the booze. I live up to that and I rise to the occasion. So, but obviously, I'd love to fight in America because my family, my friends, everybody want to watch me in America. So hopefully they make a UFC in Oregon. I'm from Oregon, so they should go back to Oregon. There's a lot of rich history there. But if not that, I want title fights in Vegas. I feel like I've earned it.
Do you think this was enough to get a title fight? Because again, Dana had said that, hey, the other fight out there, that's probably the number one contender fight. But this was a big win. Do you think doing it the way you did was enough to get you the title fight?
Yeah, I do believe that I earned a title fight. Look at how bad I bloodied Damian Maia. I mean, I completely outclassed him. I mean, Tyron Woodley couldn't do that to him in 5 rounds, So look at what I did in 3 rounds. Give me 5 rounds with Tyron Woodley, and I'll beat that ass-kissing champ, So, as far as RDA and Ruthless, Lawler, Lawler, he got knocked out in a minute. You're going to do that fight again if he beats RDA? That doesn't make sense, He's past his time. He takes 2 years off or a year off, year and a half off after he gets knocked out, and then he beats Cerrone barely in a split decision, and you saw how Cerrone looked against Till. Lawler doesn't look that good, and he's at the end of his career, and he already been knocked down in under a minute. It doesn't make sense to do that fight again. And then RDA, he's beating 2 guys on losing streaks, Neil Magny's on a losing streak. Tarek Safin was on like a 4-fight losing streak. I don't think there's anybody more deserving in the world. And if you want someone to dethrone that champ, I'm the guy to beat Tyron Woodley.
Perfect world. If you can get this fight, maybe you need a little bit of rest. I mean, when would you like to book this fight?
Dude, I'd fight him next weekend in Madison Square Garden if they wanted me to. So I'm ready for Tyron Woodley right now. I saw the best Damian Maia tonight, and Tyron wanted to make excuses with him. Oh, you got to fight me on 4 weeks. Whatever you want to do, Tyron. You want to fight on 2 weeks? You want to fight next week? I'll fight you in your backyard. I'll fight you in your front yard. We can fight anywhere you want to fight with any time you want to fight. Let's do it.